Hey guys, Technomentary with the informational video for you guys today to show you guys how to effectively navigate and buy cheap Samsung phones on eBay. So this method I'm going to be showing you are going to be some of helpful tips and trips where I buy a lot of Samsung phones from eBay, and I want to share that experience with you guys. Also, if you guys are looking to buy cheap phone, check out the link down below in the description that I've included already for you guys to the discounted Samsung phones on eBay as well. So in this video, we're going to talk about what are some of the good listings, some of the good sellers, and then also talk about the other things of like bad listings and sellers that you want to avoid. So hopefully this tips and tricks help you guys whenever you're looking to buy a good phone from eBay. I also did a similar video to this for iPhones as well. If you guys want to check that out, check out the comment section below. I will include it there as well, or check out other videos where we do reviews for the other Samsung phones that we bought from eBay so far. Also, if you guys are new to our channel and this is your first time, we basically do a lot of tech reviews and also do giveaways of electronics such as iPhones, Samsung phones, and all different sorts of stuff. So make sure to hit that subscribe button. So as you can see right now, I came over to eBay.com. It's similar to Amazon. If you guys aren't used to buying from eBay, it's very similar in the sense that there's a lot of third-party sellers that sell on eBay, right? And you have to kind of navigate around to see which are good listing and which sellers you should buy from, and then which one you should avoid. And on eBay, anyone can sell anything. So if you're looking to sell, you can also create an account and sell it. And here you might want to create an account if you don't already have one, simply by going into register and put your information in. You can pay here using PayPal, your credit card as well. So that's for the payment option. So let's go ahead and get started with this video for you guys. So whenever you're looking to buy any electronics, you're going to go into the navigation bar and then go to cell phones, smart watches, and accessories. Click on that there. And right off the bat, you'll notice that there's a way to shop by categories. There's also shopping by brand and a couple other options as well. So for this video, I'm going to look at the Samsung phones that's available on eBay. So I click on there, right? So once I click there, you'll notice right off the bat, you can shop by phones. So these are the flagship phones of Samsung. So you have the Note series here, you're the S series here, and then the A series as well. If you guys are looking for other phones, you can of course go down here by shop by models for cases here, and then this is where you're going to start to notice where the deals are. So the limited time deals are usually good ones to take a look at because they're hot selling items and they are on a discounted price. And then you can also scroll down here and look at the listing available and figure out which one you're looking for. These Most of these listings are pretty good and they're pretty well priced, really cheap compared to the other places that I seen selling online. And then you'll also want to notice when you're in this page is this filter that you can do. So network, right? If you're looking to buy a phone for a specific network, you can select that, or you can select unlock. Unlock phones are usually a bit more pricier than the other carrier specific one because you can use most unlock phones, whether it's CDMA or GSM, you can use it on multiple carriers, so that's why they're a little bit more expensive. Storage capacity, so you can choose how much storage you're looking for on a phone. Of course, with most Samsung phones, you can buy a external or expandable SD card to put in to expand your storage capacity. And then we're going to notice the models here. You can always click here to see all, and it'll show you a lot more models besides even the Samsung phones. If you're looking for other Android phones, LG, Nokia's, all sorts of phones here, you can narrow down there as well. And then we're going to also want to look at, this is what I was talking about, the lock status. So this is if you're looking for a phone that's factory unlocked, you can use it on any carriers, or if it's locked to a specific network, you can select that option. Also, you have the color preference if you're looking for a specific color of a phone, and then basically here down below, you also have this shipping or delivery. If you're looking to get the phone within a day, 2 day shipping, you want to take a look at that for that feature. Also here, this is another section that's very important here. You'll notice that you can buy or filter Samsung phones based on their condition, right? So on eBay, like I mentioned, anyone can sell any condition that you want. So what you want to do is actually, if you're looking for a good deal, I would look for, manufacturer refurbished, shell refurbish, or used ones, or even open box one. They're usually really discounted prices. Of course, you can also buy new, even on eBay. I believe most of the prices are even lower than if you go in retail in person to buy a new one. So if you're looking for a new one, you also have that option. And then finally, the other option is for parts and not working. Stay away from this category of phone. I'll show you where that they show you that in the listing. These are usually for people who know how to repair phones and they know what they're dealing with. Those are for people actually with that expertise. And if you're just looking for a phone to just use right off the bat when you get it, don't even consider buying anything for parts or not working. For those phones, usually don't even have a return or anything nature. And then you can also specify your price range that you're looking for. Buying format. So eBay is slightly different than Amazon and your other retailer, where you can actually buy based on auctioning. So you can bid on it, and then there's a certain time limit that a listing is there for before that listing ends, and the highest bidder wins that listing, and you would get the phone. And then you also have buy it now. I usually generally prefer buy it now because I can just buy it. I don't have to wait for some auction and try to get to be the, you know, try to be the one that has the highest bid, because that's really hard and there's a lot of people always bidding. And then there's other couple options like free shipping, and then some of these other things you can look at. So that's that for all the ways that you can filter out the phone. So now let's go and show you guys the tips whenever you're looking to buy. These are listings I have opened up here. As you can see, I have here is a Note 10 that I opened up here. You'll notice the first thing whenever you're looking at a listing is look at the condition. This is what I was mentioning. This one, as you see, the condition is going to be new. So this is sealed in box, new condition. It's not refurbished or used any sort of nature. Generally, the new ones are going to be very close to what you pay for retail, but in some cases, they are a little bit cheaper on eBay, I find. So check out the new ones if you're looking for it. And then this listing has an option to select different colors. So you have, glow, black, and red. These are the three options that this seller is selling, which is, whatever you prefer. Next thing you want to look at is a quantity of items that are being sold. You see this one, they have more than 10 listings. So this sellers that's selling it, there's a lot more listings available. So you want to take a look at that. These sellers are usually good when they have a lot of selling, because they are there, that's their business. And you could also click on this number to see how many has been sold. If we click on that, you'll notice all these people that have bought it so far, and you see the prices they were historically bought for. So that's another thing to look at, which is neat. And then the next thing you can do is actually look at the price here. Of course, you can hit that buy it now. It'll take you to the checkout, or you can add it to your cart. And if you're looking to buy it later, you can always add it to your wish list. And then the next thing we're going to want to notice is this shipping thing. As you see, this one is guaranteed to be delivered by this date. Usually I see most of them that says fast and free. It takes about 2 to 3 days, depending on where you are in the States. If you're international, some sellers do offer international, but those are usually, I'm not sure how the case goes for the international ones, but I know in the US and Canada and even in some of the European countries, they're pretty fast shipping. And then next thing you'll notice is all these options that you can pay with. Like I mentioned, you can pay with PayPal or your credit card or even your debit card. That works. And then this is a really important detail, is return. So always buy from listing that has free returns, at least for 30 days. That means if I don't like the phone, I can return it within 30 days and they'll give me a free shipping label. I can put it back in the same box, slap on the shipping label that they give me, which is really simple. Take it to the post office or just give it to the mailman and they'll take it for you, and then they'll process the return for you. And then the next thing you want to look at is this information about seller's listing, right? So you want to look for a seller that has a lots of ratings. So this one, as you can see, has over 100,000 ratings, 109,000 plus ratings, which of them are 99.7% positive. That means that seller is good. He's been around for a while. You can always contact the seller if you're not sure or what you're gonna get with the listing. They can always clarify if you have any questions, like, hey, this phone will work on this carrier, or hey, what's the condition of the phone, things of that nature. You can always contact it. And then you can also click on the seller's profile to look at how long the seller has been around. As you'll notice, this seller has been selling on eBay since 2006. That means the seller is a legit seller, not a scammer, or is not looking to scam you here. And you're going to see all these other listings that they have as well. So that's another thing to look at. And then finally, the one thing you want to look at is scroll down and look at the description. Each seller has a unique description that lists what you're going to be getting in your phone. For example, this one is a factory unlocked phone. It's going to be 128 gig with 8 gig of RAM, and then it is the Note 10 Lite, and then it tells you what you're getting. It's going to be sealed in box, stock phone, and then the model number and all these other extra details, and then what's included in the box. So this listing is good if you're looking to buy it. Check out the link in the description below. Let's move on to some other listings I have opened up that are good as well. Here's another one for Note 10 Plus. As you see the price here, you have the color options, and then they have 5 available, so you can select your quantity. And then you have the seller's information here. This seller I think I bought for many times, has over 47,000 ratings with a 99.4 positive, which is good. He does expedited shipping, and it even tells you where it's coming from and delivery time frame, usually much quicker than this estimated time frame. This one, as you see, is a 60-day return policy. You have almost 2 months to return it if you have any issues with it. And then if we go down here, it's as I mentioned before, this one is another unique product listing, and they tell you what kind of phones you're getting. You'll notice this one is actually the condition is seller refurbished. What seller refurbished means, they'll have a definition here for you. Here's a kind of explanation what that product is. And seller refurbished condition are 4 out of 5 phones, so they might have little bit of like blemishes here and there, which still doesn't, which is pretty good, because you're getting at a really discounted price compared to this phone. When you pay for retail, goes for almost $704, but here you're getting it for $619, so like $100 or so saving. So that's a good listing as well. Let's move on to the next listing. So here we have S10 this time. That's factory unlocked. This is a B plus rating and seller refurbished. B plus means it's gonna have, like it explains here, if you read over here, it's gonna be in good condition, has gonna be minor scrapes and scratches. Usually these are almost new condition phone B pluses. There's also A pluses, which is like almost brand new. So that's something you want to look at over here, and then look at functionality. All these phones are going to be fully functional. So always read for that thing that is fully functional. You want a phone that doesn't have any issues. That's how you can check that. And most sellers that sell a lot of phones will guarantee you that. Same thing with this one, a quick spot check. You have the different colors here. You have the quantities. We look at the seller's profile here. Has lots of positive ratings here and has over 300,000, items or so ratings that they have sold here. There's 876 already sold of this listing, which is good. And this has 100% buyer satisfaction, which is even better. And then 30-day return policy. So if anything, I can return it. Tells you expedited free shipping. So that's a good listing as well. Let's move on to the next one. Here, as you can see, this one's slightly different on this listing. It's $120. This is the A8 series of the Galaxy. Here we have the information about the seller listed here. This one has over 4,000 with a 97.1 positive rating, and then it tells you where it ships from. Same thing. This one allows you to make an offer, but you can buy it now or add it to cart. And then lastly, another good listing I want to show you guys is this one. This one has multiple options to get. So this one, as you see, the condition is seller refurbish, and it tells you what that means. And then the network, you can select for a specific network and have unlocked. Usually unlocked are more expensive, but you can always get it for your carrier. It has capacity. It's already out of stock for the bigger ones. Color and then condition of it. With Samsung phones, one thing you want to note is this condition called shadow. You'll notice a lot of listing that says shadow, which means there's like this screen shadow or burn that happens from these icons because of the OLED technology, which is something I'll show you in one of the listings that show you that description. But besides that, seller is selling it in a very good condition. You're able to get the S9 Plus unlock at $319 plus taxes, which is a great deal, right? Because this phone in retail was over $600, so half the price almost. And then here's the same thing again, shipping information, and then the return policy that they have, and then the seller, as you see, has close to 140,000 rating with a 99.7 positive feedback, which is great as well. And then finally, we look at all the description, and this seller kind of gives you even a better description of the carrier compatibility which you're looking for, and then the condition of the phone, the different condition that they're selling it, and then also tells you what's going to be included with your purchase here. You're going to get the data cable, non-OEM compatible charger, and then what's not going to be included, the SIM card, which is of course something you'll get from your carrier. SD card, if you're looking to expand the memory, you'll have to buy on your own. And since this is a refurbished phone, they're not including the headphones or the original box, which is the reason why they're offering such a discounted phone. So those are good listings that you have seen. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys some of the listings to avoid. Here I have, as you see, same thing on eBay. I have this phone where it says in new condition, it's only $500, and it's S20 Plus, which is a little suspicious because that phone is over $1,000, so that's like half the price, but it's in new condition, which doesn't make sense to me. And as you see, the seller, I'm not sure if it's a good seller or not because they only have 200 ratings, but it is 100%. And then we'll notice also he's charging for expedited shipping. But the red flag for me here is that the seller does not accept return. So that's the thing. So if you buy this phone, they're not gonna. If there's any issues with it, they're not gonna be able to accept return. So that's usually a no-no for me. I usually avoid listings that don't have that. And then the listing here, as you can see, this seller obviously only has not really took the time to really write a good description here, so it's probably an individual seller. I avoid buying from individual seller. Might be a good seller, who knows, but I usually avoid them. Next listing I have here, you'll notice people are able to sell these phones that have screen cracks, right? This one is for parts or not working. I mentioned people are able to sell these phones to buyers who know how to fix phones, which I would say is in a way, good for them. But if you don't know how to fix phones, avoid these listing as well. And for with poor parts and not working, you'll notice most of them are usually there's issues with it. So avoid those if you're looking for a good phone, and don't even bother with those. Next listing I'm going to show you guys is this one with a lot of the OLED Samsung phones. There's usually phones that have these black spots, which the phone is selling here, as you can see, in a bit really cheap because of these issues with it. So avoid those as well. And then we're going to look at another listing. This is the listing what I meant about burnt image shadow issue that happens with the OLED technology. If I zoom over this phone, as you'll see, this has these purplish reddish screen burn all over the image. So if you don't want a phone with this kind of condition, avoid these listings as well. You'll see right here, they mention it right off the bat. And then let's look at this one. This one has a bad LCD, so avoid that. This is why it's very important to read the description. As you see, this one's selling for part and not working because of this issue. And then lastly, we want to look at this one as well. Same thing. This one, as you can see, has no power image burn. So always look for phones that are fully functional whenever you're buying from eBay. You want to avoid these listings. So hopefully this video was helpful for you guys. If you guys have any other questions, leave it down below in the comment section. I'll try to answer that for you guys. And also subscribe to the channel for our future unboxing and reviews of phones, and then giveaways as well. Thanks for watching, guys.